Hey guys, welcome to my page, DIY Crafts with Dar. Happy Saturday! I'm up at the cabin. Look what I made! Look how cute! I've been working on patriotic signs and nomis for my craft show that's coming up in the summer in June. So, yeah, I'm up here at the cabin and we have a fun little project today. I pre-painted it and we're just going to glue it together. So, it is the vintage shaker box. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Vintage shaker box. Let me look. Sometimes I get confused on the name. I'm gonna drop the name. The primitive home shaker box shelf. Okay, let me go ahead and drop the link in there right now. How are you guys? Happy Saturday. I am up at the cabin. I brought Sophie with me, and just this last hour she's been throwing up. So I was getting ready to go live, and I had already sent out my little text message, and she started throwing up. So I had to stop for a second, had to clean all that up, and here we go again. We're gonna try again. So, anyways, where am I? Who am I? Where is my thing? Just say hello if you're watching, because I can see comments, but they're not hooked up yet. Okay, so let me just drop the link. Here's the link for this particular project. You can't see it yet because with this setup, I'm so close. This is in my kitchen, like in the little corner. But look at this. Look how cute this is. I will be posting these on my website. It's pretty big. It looks like it's small behind my head. It's about, oh, I actually have my thing down here. I think it's like 12 inches. 12 inches. Isn't that so cute? Red, white, and moo. It's not too early to get started. And then here's the cute little Uncle Sam Nomi. I'm going to have him in 2 sizes. This is actually the larger size. I didn't realize it. I might make it actually a little bit larger than this, but I have a smaller one. So I have 4 of these made and 4 of those. And I rested. You guys, I slept in. I was like, I'm going to ignore all of my alarms. And I woke up at 10 o'clock. Yeah, 10 o'clock. I know. But I felt good. Okay, so here's a project. And it is the shaker box. I keep forgetting the name of it. Anyways, it is made to hold like tiered trays and stuff like that. We're going to make the tiered tray set tomorrow. So this is the tiered tray set that's going to fit in it. Okay, it's the little kitchen one. But you can put any tiered tray. I haven't glued this together. There's all these pieces. I want to be able to show you guys everything. So this is what we're going to do tomorrow, is all the little kitchen set. Okay, so we'll do that tiered tray set. But this is an option to tiered tray. And I just kind of put it together. I want to show you all the pieces. I did paint everything and I did dry brush it. So I wanted to make sure that I show you how to assemble it. Some of you have purchased it and I don't want you to be lost on knowing how to do that. Let me see who's here. Hi, Lisa. No squatters at the cabin, thankfully. Yeah, no squatters. I was really grateful, but you know, I was ready for them. You guys laugh, but I was ready for it. Let me just put myself, there I am, hello. Yeah, I pulled up and I'm like, I wonder if anybody's in there. And nope, nobody here, so I was grateful for that. Let me see. Hi, Carol, how are you? Happy Saturday. Hi, Ellen. I know you need a cabin retreat. Oh my goodness, I needed it desperately. Even though I had a ton of things to do at home, I really needed to come up and check on things because they have been having a lot of squatters up here, which is just crazy. Can you imagine that coming? I mean, it happened to me and my sister. We got here and the lights were on and we had to call the police, and the back door was open and there was a rug that had a little piece cut out of it, and the laundry detergent had been used. So nothing else. It was just really a weird thing. Weird thing. So hi, Mary Lee, how are you? Hi, Tony. I love this. I think it's really cool. I love the red, white, and moo. I know, isn't it just so cute? Let me give you a better look at it. So some of you might just be hopping on. Here is the little sign. I got 4 of these done. There's a lot of little lines on here. So I used a variety of brown colors. I'll do this as a project, but I'm trying to get stuff ready for my craft show coming up. So I made 4 of them. And then I made 4 of this guy. And then I'll have 4 that are smaller. just a smaller size. But aren't they cute? They are just so stinking cute. I love it. I hope I don't forget to take this one home. I put it up on my wall. So, hey Cindy, hey Karen Ross, hi Darlene. Let me see who is here. Hi Chris. Go ahead and sprinkle if you guys are not designers. I would love that. Hi Bridget. How are you? How deep is this shelf? Oh, how deep is the shelf? Let me look. It is about 1, 2, 3. It's about 4 inches deep. Is what it looks like. When we take it apart, I'll measure it. It might only be 3 3/4, but yeah, it's about that deep. It is really cute. But we're gonna assemble this. I just have it kind of sitting here. I taped the edges. Hi Daylene, welcome. Hi Carol. Hi Luann. Hi Lynn. Weather is perfect. It's gosh, how much is the cow behind me? So the kit is going to be $15.95, I think is what those kits are. So I'll be posting that on the website, and I'll post a picture here on this page for you guys. Hi Pam, how are you? Hi Nancy, hi Stacy. Thanks for sprinkling. I appreciate that. It helps my business so much when you do that. All right, guys, let's take this apart. There's a lot of pieces, and that's why I wanted to show you. Okay, so there's this little front piece. Okay, there's actually a bottom piece. We're just going to dissect this. It's not glued together yet because I wanted to be able to show you, but I didn't want you guys to have to sit and watch me paint it because there's a lot of pieces. There's a flat piece on the bottom that doesn't get painted at all. It's the larger piece that does not have any notches. It just kind of stabilizes the bottom. Okay, so things are going to kind of start falling apart here. So here's the bottom part that has notches. Okay, so there's that. That has notches that holds the sides and the back together. Okay, and then we have 2 sides. Okay, I did take this on here so it would kind of stay. So but you paint both sides. On the sides, you want to paint both sides because it's going to show. Okay, this one you just have to paint one side because it's on the bottom. This you only paint one side because it's up against the thing. So make sure that when you're painting this, come back to this video because you're gonna need it. Can you purchase the shelf? Yes, you absolutely can purchase the shelf. Yeah, absolutely can purchase just the shelf. So I did put the link. The link is right up at the top. Let me see if I can post it back in here. Yeah, the shelf is available by itself right there. Okay, so then these come off. So this is where you would hang the little garland. So let me show you again. Okay, so this is what we're making tomorrow to go in here. Any of your tier trays will fit in here. So the little garland wraps around this. So there's a spacer under there. Okay, so I actually have glued the spacer in place. So these will get glued on top of that. So this is a piece right here. Okay, so there's little score marks to show you where to put that. I did glue those on. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to glue these on right now. So what I did was I painted black and then I took my brush and I just dry brushed the white. So let's glue those little circles on, okay? And then we'll set this to the side. All right, so we're just going to be assembling this today. Tomorrow we'll actually make the tiered tray that goes in it and we'll be able to use that. It'll be set up and everything. Okay, so that's going to be set to the side. Okay, so that is a different width than these. It's longer. You'll know which one it is. Okay, this one, there are 6 pieces here that are like slats. You're going to paint them, and I did ink the edges. Okay, so those are all going to get glued onto this backer. Okay, so like I said, watch the video when you go to paint it. Okay, and we're going to use tape to kind of hold it together. And this piece, you don't have to paint the front because you're going to glue all those pieces on there. Okay, but I did paint the back because I might be putting this in a place where where the back is going to show. Okay, so I definitely. What is sprinkling? Sprinkling is when you S-H-A-R-E. So sometimes we're not allowed to say the word. Is the shelf for the houses? Yes, the houses can absolutely go in that. Let me see if I have a picture of the houses in it so I can show you what it looks like with the houses. Let me just go to my photo library and I'll show you what it looks like with the cute little houses in it. And also, okay, so let's see. Yeah, the houses can go in it. This one, oops, hang on. There. Okay, so this one is painted white and the houses are in this. So the houses can go in it. You can paint yours whatever color you want to, whatever color you think would look great. Hi Stephanie, how are you? we're assembling this shelf. So let me see if there's other colors that would be helpful for you. Let's see here. Sometimes in my little photo library, I can pull up stuff that is going to be helpful. Okay, so this might help you see how it's gonna look. Okay, so this is how the one that I'm doing now is gonna look like this. Okay, when it's all done, it's gonna look like that. And then you can put anything you want in it. You can put the tiered trays, you can put the little houses, you can do the little garland. What I'll do is I'll make that little garland available separately if you want to just buy that little garland, because it's, yeah, so this is, so the shelf is, so it's just the shelf to purchase. Yes, you can purchase the shelf. These are all separate. These are not in the club or anything like that. These are all separate. So you can purchase everything separately. It's on my website. Okay. So let me just put myself back up in the corner. You guys, I have a success story for you. Okay. So while we're gluing this, I'm just going to glue this, and I will. I want to tape the top part. So it's going to be easier for me to glue it with this straight edge. Okay, so these are all going to get glued right back here, on here, up and down, straight up and down, just like that. So anyways, I have this success story to tell you. I'm so excited. I was able to reunite an owner with their dog via the internet. Okay, so I'm going to use Aleene's Tacky Glue. I'm not going to use hot glue today at all. So we're just going to use our Aleene's Tacky Glue. So I'm just going to glue these on here. If you want to use a glue that sticks right away, you can. But guys, I'm going to tell you that you need to have this be exact, okay? And I am going to tape the top. I'm going to sneeze, sorry. Oh my goodness. Okay, it went away. It went away. Okay, whew. All right, so as we're gluing this, I'm going to tell you, I thought I was going to sneeze really, really hard. So, hi Sandy, how are you? Yes, so I'll do the garland. The garland will be separate. I'll just do it as a separate little thing, so that if you want to get the garland, and not, if you don't want to get the tiered tray, you'll be able to get the garland by itself. It's going to be like, I don't know, $2 because it's so small. Anyways, okay, so success story time. Yesterday, I'm always looking for Chloe, always. And because of that, my Facebook always pops up dogs. And so I see this post immediately, that is a dog that was found down in Calexico. Calexico is only a few miles, maybe 15 miles from where Chloe went missing. And the dog looks like Chloe. Okay, so let me show you. Let me pull the dog up on here. Let me see if I have it on my thing. I actually did a split screen. Okay, so kind of. So this is what the one on the left is. There's like a glare. Sorry. I'll have to go back down a little bit. The one on the left is the dog that was found, and the one on the right obviously is Chloe. So there's the dog that was found. And there's Chloe. Now, their faces don't look alike, but the bodies did. There were other pictures of the bodies. So their bodies looked identical. I'm like, okay, could her face change color? Could her ears be a different color now? And people started sending me this thing and said, I think this is Chloe. I think this is Chloe. And so I contacted the person and said, hey, there's a possibility that it's my dog. Even though the face looks different, would you be okay to FaceTime me? And the guy's like, yes, my wife found this dog while she was out doing deliveries. I don't know if she does DoorDash or what kind of deliveries she does, but she was doing deliveries and she found the dog close to their house. And he said, we thought it was my neighbor's dog. So, okay, so get all those glued on there. And the top part is where the straight edge is. So I'm going to just stand it up and get it all straight. So he's like, I can't have dogs here at my house. I've got to find someone that can take the dog. And I said, well, it might be my dog. So let's FaceTime. And let me see. Okay, so yes. Can you buy the red, white, and blue? Yes. No, not on Chocator. No. Chocator doesn't sell stuff like that. It's only available through me. Yeah, Chalk Couture only sells stencils and chalk paste and surfaces. So here, the website that's it's not on there yet. Okay, so the website that it'll be on is my is this website right here, is my Shopify one. I'll add it after I get done here, and then I'll put the link. So here's the Shopify website that has all the cutouts. So that's where you can buy that. Yeah, so through my Shopify, I'll add it after I'm done here. Okay, so he says, okay, yeah. So let's try to FaceTime, and I couldn't get it to go through on text messaging. Okay, so we have this here. You're gonna take these two sides. See how this is? There's notches. We're going to glue. We're gonna put glue down here, a fine line of glue, and we're gonna glue that down. Okay, and then we're also gonna have to put the bottom part. Okay, so we have this all lined up, and then this part's gonna go right in here. Does that make sense? You gotta line up all your notches. So we're gonna use our glue, and we're gonna put a fine line of glue there, and then we're gonna put that on. Okay, so and we're actually putting the glue, let's see, glue's gonna go right here on these little notches, just a little fine line right in there. If you get some on here, don't worry, we can get that off. And so right there on the notch part, and then this is gonna go right onto the side of that. So just a little bit of glue right there. Okay, we're gonna tape this together so it all stays put. Okay, so we're gonna use blue painter's tape. Okay, and then we're gonna need glue right here in just a moment. So I'm gonna put glue right there. Okay, and then we're gonna line this up. Okay, so I wasn't able to FaceTime him on text messaging, so we did the WhatsApp thing. You guys know what that is. Some of you do. I learned about it when I went to Africa. It's pretty standard around the world, and so I FaceTimed him and it was not Chloe. Okay, so it was not Chloe. But I was drawn to this dog, and this dog was so close to the border. I'm just like, they can't let it loose. I'm going to help him find a rescue. But in the meantime, I'm going to start sharing it to all the Facebook pages that I know that are in that area, because I look for Chloe all the time. I knew which ones. And guess what, guys? The person that lost the dog commented, it was really late last night. So she commented, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning that I saw her message, and I'm like, she thought I had found it. She's like, can I come over right now and get it? I'm like, oh, I'm not the finder, but I have their phone number, and you'll be able to go get it in the morning. So I was able to give her all the information, and then I checked with her this morning, and I was like, I just want to make sure that you were able. Okay, now we're going to put glue down here. Okay, so we have both sides lined up. Okay, so both sides are lined up. Now we're going to take this piece, which is the bottom, and we need to glue it on here. Okay, so there's two little areas down here. Let me go a little bit closer to see if you can see. There's two little notches here. We're going to put a little bit of glue there. And so she was able to go get her baby. She sent me a picture, and she's like, thank you so much. And I told her my story about Chloe. And I said, please keep your eye out for her. Because, they're down in that area, so you never know. I told her, all about everything. So that, getting the word out is so important. But I was so excited I was able to bring somebody's baby home to them just because I knew where to post. Okay, this is going to go right on here. So just line it up, and we're going to push it together. Okay, so that just gets lined up right in there. There's notches, so you kind of got to wiggle it to get it to go in there. And tomorrow we'll be doing the tiered tray that goes with this. So just get it all lined up a little bit at a time. Make sure that the top part's still lined up, and then kind of push the bottom. Okay, so do you see how that goes? Now this needs to go right in here. So we're gonna glue this on here now. Okay, this goes at the top, and then we have a couple of pieces on the bottom. And then I'm gonna put tape to kind of hold it and support it until that glue dries. But isn't that just great? I was so happy. I was so happy to be able to reunite them with their sweet baby. But I must have gotten at least 24 messages from people. Is this Chloe? Is this Chloe? I'm like, no. And I actually FaceTimed with the family, and it wasn't Chloe. So the face was totally different, but all of the body colors were identical. So that was the thing that was throwing me off, was that the body colors were identical. Okay, so this piece right here goes at the bottom to just hold that all together and help support that. So you can put a lot of glue on there, but make sure that you get some right on the edges, because you're going to be gluing like the little sides together. So on this edge, just all the edges, and then in the center too. So this is going on the very bottom. Okay. So it just kind of supports it, just kind of holds it all together. So do you see why I wanted to show you how to assemble this? It's a lot of pieces. And several of you guys have already purchased it, and I know several of you wanted to, but you're waiting for me to show it. Okay, that goes. So this is going to get glued right here at the very bottom. Okay, so that's going to support all of that. And now this is the last piece. Okay, so this piece gets put right here. It's just like it's kind of like a finishing piece, you know, like on a cupboard is the finishing piece. So I want to put the glue right along here so that I know that it's going to have enough glue on there to hold all of that. And then we're going to take our blue painter's tape and we are going to tape it. Okay, so that's just going to go right in there. Got a little bit of extra glue there. Okay, you can do yours any color you want. Okay, I want to see all the colors. Some people might want white, some might want gray. I thought black is pretty good because it's a standard color, can go with a lot of things. Okay, so now I'm going to take some blue painter's tape. I'm going to tape it. So hi Lynn, how are you? Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a piece of tape. I'm going to start taping the edges to hold this together, to support it so it doesn't move, okay? And then I'll lift it up and I'll show you. All right, so that's going to go there. I just want to kind of support it. The blue painter's tape won't take off the paint. Okay, so it's just kind of supporting it. If you missed what we just did, I had everything painted. Okay, so what I did as far as the paint, I painted it black, and then I took the little brush and I did some dry brushing, okay? And I made sure that I knew what direction to go in, okay? These all went up and down, and this went across, and then all the sides are up and down, and this is across. So you have to think about that part, okay? So I'm going to put this down at the bottom to hold that together, just making sure that all my seams where it's notched are being held together, okay? Because I'm going to lift this up and show you guys, and I don't want things moving on me. Okay, so I can also put a piece of tape on the back to make sure that that stays. So I'm going to wrap it around the back. This is pretty routine. When I make things like this, I will tape them because I want them to stay. Okay, and then the top. So I'm going to lift this up, and now I'm going to put some blue painter's tape right here to keep that together. Okay, and then this glue will dry within about, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes. I can take it off. Okay, so that, and then I'm going to tape around the back. And then I think that's good. Isn't it cute? Okay, so if you're just coming on, I'll show you what this is for. Okay, so this is going to be for the tiered tray. Okay, guys, I'm thinking that I want to do this retro colors and not yellow. What do you think about me doing this retro? I'm kind of thinking I need to do this teal and red. Don't you think? I can do the stars can be teal. The stars don't have to be yellow. What do you think about retro? I'm kind of thinking just throw in teal and red. I'm kind of thinking that, but isn't that so cute? Hi Tina, how are you? Hi Janelle. It looks very manageable put together. Yes, exactly. It's a lot of pieces. But if you come back and you watch this, then let me get a paper towel to get some of that glue. There's just a tiny bit of glue. I didn't do too bad, guys. For me, I didn't do too bad. I did not do too bad. So my drive up here yesterday was a little bit longer than I wanted it to be. I don't know why. It took me 4 hours. It should not have taken that long. I left shortly after noon, and it still took me. Oh, you know what? I have these little stir sticks. I'm going to use the little stir stick to get that out. Yeah, there we go. There we go. that works. Gonna use the stir stick to get that glue out. That's a great idea. So how's everybody doing? What's your weekend like? How's your weather? It's about, I swear it's about 70 outside. I'm gonna look and see what my phone says, but when I went outside, it is so nice and warm. It is really, really nice and warm. I think this is really cute. I love it. Retro, like, yeah, so teal and red. That's what I'm thinking too. I'm gonna do teal and red. I think that would be super cute. Okay, let me look and see. What is our weather here today? Weather is, oh, at home it's 63. Okay, so here, oh, it says it's only 47. I don't believe it for a second. It's nice and warm outside. It's nice and warm. And what's my weather tomorrow? It says cloudy, 32 degrees. You know what? That doesn't bother me. I love the cold. It was beautiful in Kentucky. Nice, nice. So what have you guys been doing today? Anything fun? Let me put you up to myself. Let's see. There we go. So, oh, he's a little crooked. I'll post these. I have a bunch of stuff with me. I brought boxes of stuff to paint. I have lemon gnomes, and I have a watermelon sign. I have lots of patriotic, because people buy a ton of that at my craft show because they can't find it a lot of other places besides going to just Hobby Lobby. But look at this! Look how cute it is. It's big. It's actually pretty big. Let me see. Somebody asked me how deep are the thing. I estimated 4 inches. Okay, the shelf is 4 inches deep. Okay, so it is 4 inches deep. And then the length of it, let me look and see, how long is this? It is, it's 11.5 inches long. And then the height of it is 11 inches. So it's pretty big, guys. It's pretty big. Sunny, but 58 degrees. Dinner with girlfriends planning your retirement party. How fun! How fun. No, hubby did not come with me. It's only me and Sophie. So Miss Sophie, she's in there. She was having tummy issues. She threw up. I was just ready to push the button to go live, and I hear this ooh, ooh. And I'm like, no. I was glad that I hadn't pushed the button yet. But I think it's from nerves. She threw up. When I first got here yesterday, she sat in the dog bed and she didn't want to move. She was like, where am I? Where's my friends? And on the drive up here, she was so quiet all the way up. I think she was worried. I feel like she might have been worried that I was taking her back to where she was before. So, yeah, she'll get used to it. She actually didn't go potty for me at all. I kept taking her out and she wouldn't go. And I'm like, oh, you've got to go or you're going to get a bladder infection. We don't need that again. But when I got up in the morning, she had gone on the pee pad, which I was like, yay. So anyways, I know we have to celebrate those things because her being a rescue is so different. I don't know what her life was before. Poor little girl, she might have thought, hey, my mom's taking me back. Where's the rest of my little siblings? Really just kind of sad to me that what was going on in her head. But she slept on my chest all last night, except for when she hopped down to go potty, which is great. Yeah, she's been doing good. And hey, it's beautiful weather outside. Tons and tons of pine needles and great big huge pine cones. Anybody need pine cones for a project? Because I have big pine cones. And my neighbor's yard has even more. I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish I had a project for those because they're gorgeous. They're gorgeous. They're big. They're like some of the biggest ones I've seen here. Which it might be because it was so rainy last year, so they must have grown a lot. But they're all over the place. Yeah, everywhere. Let me see. 39 and partly sunny. Hi, Doris, my sister. Karen, your video didn't come through. I tried to watch it, and let me see if it came through yet. It did not. So sometimes those things, yeah, I looked, I was going to check back. It didn't come through. So, all right, you love pine cones. I know, aren't they fun? Aren't they just so fun? I wish that I had a project for them. But you do have to treat them. So you usually will spray them or bake them in the oven to get any critters dead that might be in them. All right, guys. I love you guys. I'm going to go back to my painting. I have lots of painting to do. And I brought my special chocolate chips that I can have. I'm going to make some cookies. Yeah. Anybody in the area? Come see me. Sue, where are you? All right. I love you guys. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Let me see. You do love the big ones. Let's see. You do sweet. Oh yeah, the big pine cones. Yeah, it's so crazy. I don't know why they're so big this year. Sometimes the pine cones are really small, but this year they're really big. So, anyways, I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Make sure that you are sprinkling and that you have followed my page. I do daily tutorials. Sometimes they're, something simple. Today it was just gluing this together. Tomorrow we're going to actually make the stuff that goes in it. Okay, so I'll let that sit overnight, so it'll be nice and sturdy. I can't wait to make the tier tray. All right, questions? Any questions? All right. Thank you so much. Can you post about the cow? Yes, I will. Where do I live? I live in California. So I live in California, and I'm currently up in the mountains at my cabin in Big Bear. So I am just checking on everything. Hey, are you in Big Bear? Come on over for cookies. I'm going to make some cookies. Anyways, I'll post on this page. I'll post about the cow. So make sure that you're following my page, and then hopefully you guys will be able to see all that. I'll add that to my website right now. That and the cute little gnome. Yeah, in two sizes. All right. Okay. Love you guys.